He's alive. RCG. What's up YouTube? It's RainingCardGames and welcome to episode 2 of Sealed Only Dragunity, the series where I attempt to build a competitive Dragunity deck from only sealed product. So last episode you guys saw where we started off with the two original structure decks from 2011 and then we gave Rocket Revolt a little side injection into the deck just so that we could have a crutch to stand upon and actually do something. And now over the course of the following months and weeks, we are going to be gradually opening up sealed product to get our hands on some actual Dragunity cards so that we can have a clear and cohesive strategy, and that way we can actually win some matches consistently without relying on cheesy cards in the side deck such as Magic Cylinder and Mirror Force to just say, yeah, no, I'm sorry, all that board that you just built, I'm just gonna break off and destroy with one easy little card that is probably in no sense of the word competitively viable. Yeah, no, we need to start opening product. So, I know some of you are probably wondering, RCG, RainingCardGames, Mr. YouTube Creator, why are you doing this to yourself? You literally have to wait for the structure deck. It's going to have all the reprints and a bunch of new cards. You can build a completely viable deck. Yeah, but I don't know exactly when that deck is coming out. I want to be original. You already saw episode 1. But fear not. Despite all the crazy buyouts and everything that are going on in the market right now, RCG here did some smart thinking after Sealed Only Samurai ended, and gradually I have been accumulating product prior to this series beginning. So I am sitting on a gold mine of reasonably priced product waiting to be opened. That being said, Dragunity cards are still very hard to pull from product. Not gonna lie, this is gonna be tough. But I am still determined and we are going to do this. Now, before we go ahead and jump into today's product, if you guys would be so kind as to hit that like button, it really does help the channel a lot. And also, if you're watching this thing and planning to enjoy the series, you may as well, right? And hit that subscribe button. And if you hit the dislike button, you, my friend, are a negative Nancy. But anyway, you guys know the drill. Check out all the links down below in the description and in the merch shop if you want to get your hands on a nice, awesome Sealed Only Dragunity t-shirt. Check out my link down below in the description. All the stuff that you buy from the RCG shop on teespring.com does help the channel directly. And then also if you want to help support the channel indirectly, check out my TCG affiliate link down below in the description. And if you want to go above and beyond, you can always join on Patreon or become a YouTube channel member, which also comes with the added benefit of you get to duel me in this series. And also remember, you guys, support your local OTS because back when things were normal, they were our lifeline for real life dueling, and right now more than ever, we are their lifeline to stay in business. So be sure, go buy some product, keep your local OTS afloat. Let's go get some product. Alright, so we have got our $40 worth of product, $20 worth of Hidden Arsenal 3. So you may be wondering, how on earth did I get a hold of this many Hidden Arsenal 3? Well, as you know, I mentioned that I was stockpiling product, and one of the products I stockpiled was I bought a box of Hidden Arsenal 3 for 50 bucks. So, doing my math, if I have bought a box for 50 bucks, there are 24 packs per box. That means more or less each pack is roughly $2. 2 times 10, 20 bucks. $8.50 for the Cybernetic Horizon Special Edition, and then to round off, $6 each for the Battles Legend Lights Revenge pack. So that's pretty much 40 bucks right there. Targets. We've got tuner targets to look for. So we want ducks. We want not ducks. Ducks is a starter, but I do believe comes in this. But we want Phalanx as one of our starters. We want Koos as one of our other tuner targets, and then also the only way we can get Dragunity and Ascalon, one of our big level 10 synchros, is from Cybernetic Horizon, and then also Senadus comes as a super rare in this, which is one of our starters, and then we need some synchros for our extra deck. But let's go ahead and actually we'll start with Battles of Legend, since we only have 2 of these packs. Now, what we're looking for here, synchro-wise, is Gaydurg, but also Crystal Wing would be a very welcome addition. So, pack over to the side. We have Lumina, the Lightsworn Summoner, Twilight Ninja Jogan, Odd Eyes Lancer Dragon, Spellbook of Secrets, and, ooh, the cover card, Odd Eyes Venom Dragon. I can use absolutely none of these, but it's okay. Ultra Secret. One more pack. Hey, we're getting a lot of Lightsworn stuff. Solar Recharge, Celestia the Lightsworn Angel, Gaia the Thunder Charger. Can we make this? No, we can't. We don't really have level 7s, but this is still a cool card. Karath the Lightsworn Warrior, and oh my God, Trishula the Dragon of yes. Woo! Okay, we actually have a good synchro monster. Okay, stuff we can use. I'm just, wow. We got Trish. Okay, let's just go into the special edition. Also, some of you who don't already know, Hope Harbinger comes as a promo, as one of the promos that we can pull from this. So, Hope Harbinger is definitely a monster that we want to add to our repertoire and our extra deck toolbox, because we do run level 8, so we can definitely make Hope Harbinger. Now let's just see if we get lucky enough to pull one. Eternal Galaxy, and speak of the devil. Hope Harbinger. Alright, already we have 1 extra deck slot filled out, so we'll put stuff we're going to use up here. And then that, and now let's get into our packs. Alright, Dragunity Koos comes as a common in this set. It also comes as a common in the 2019 Megaton, so that is not the end-all be-all with Cybernetic Horizon. Goki Ring Trainer, Dealer's Choice, Crusadia Draco. You know, for now we could also consider adding a Crusadia engine. This is also a Wind Dragon, so that's very helpful. Umbrage the Elemental Lord. I'm actually going to set this aside. Umbrage the Elemental Lord, the Deep Grave, Performapel Labellman, Cyber Dragon Veer, Goki Tag Partner, Crusadia Leonis. Okay. Super rare common. Alright, so next pack. You know, the Crusaders are actually a good engine to consider. Revs is making good work of it in his rocket deck, so. Universal Adapter, 0 extra link. Crusadia Vanguard, Noble Knight Pelennor. And then we have World Legacy World Crown as our rare. And then we have Link Devotee, Cluster Congester, Terrifying Toddler of Torment, Divine Serpent Geh. Alright, let's reorganize the common pile. So not Cybernetic Horizon, only the promo is really helping us out here. Come on. Can't believe it's not hard to pull a common. Oh my god, this pack. This pack is... Okay. Okay. Psychic Ace. Beast Magic Attack. Contact Gate. Metaphys Ascension. Crusadia Revival. Cyber Switch. What the... Oh, I didn't even realize that was a super rare. Cyber Switch, which goes in the rare pile. Goki Heel Ogre, Link Turret, Crusadia Leonis, and we're... Okay, well luckily I have more Cybernetic Horizon in future episodes to open up, so not too worried. But now that leaves a whole bunch of these to open up. Okay, first pack. Hidden Arsenal number 3. Old school and Ice Barrier stuff. Also timely considering that the structure deck has been announced because since it won that poll. General Grunard of the Ice Barrier. Ally of Justice Quarantine. Jirak Stariko. Fabled Ultra. Shock Troops of the Ice Barrier. And yeah. Secret Super. The cover card, I think is what? Dragunity Knight Gaybolg. Is not the best, but we'll add them. Okay, Locomotion R Gen X. Talk about crap. The Gen X archetype. Oh boy. R Gen X Magma. Fabled Dife. Samurai of the Ice Barrier. Dragunity Trivius. Not great. We'll just set aside the Dragunity cards just because this is sealed only Dragunity. We have to have these cards set aside. Moving on to the next pack. Fabled Ashen Veil. Naturia Hydrangea. Wormyagon. And then Jirak Brachus. And Argenex Ultimatum. So we'll set our secret there. Super's here. Come on. Fabled Sulcius. Worm Ugly. Oh, he's so ugly. Naturia Hydrangea. Oops, hit the camera. Fabled Topi. And then Naturia Tulip. Okay, cool. Not many of these I can use, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Next pack. Wow, these packs are a lot harder to open than newer packs. Fabled Sulcius. Fabled Topi. Naturia Tulip. Worm Tentacles. Argenex Accelerator. Yay! We have not pulled... Well, we've only pulled one Dragunity card and we can't even really use it. Fabled Ashen Veil. Worm Solid. Naturia Horn Needle. Worm Warlord. Naturia Dragonfly. Yay! We're getting so many Fabled and so many Worms. No Dragunities. And Argenex. All this... Oh my god, these packs. Locomotion Argenex. Fabled Dife. Samurai of the Ice Barrier. Another Dragunity Trivius. Argenex Accelerator. Yay! Don't you just love pulling two things that you don't need, even though they're the right archetype? Come on, a few more packs to go. We've got a Synchro, and it's a... Yeah. So it's... Vindicate Argenex? What does this thing even do? Okay, so focus camera. Your opponent cannot select this card as an attack target. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can add one Gen X monster from it. I mean, yeah, no, I can't. It's not even generic, so we can't really use it. Argenex Oracle. Ooh, this card is actually good. Ally of Justice Cycle Reader. This is like a double DD Crow for lights. I'm pretty sure, right? So yeah, let's read this. You can discard this card to the graveyard and select up to 2 light monsters in your opponent's graveyard. Remove them from play. This effect can be activated. Yeah, it's a quick effect. It's a quick effect double DD Crow for lights. Side deck card that we can actually use. Okay, these packs. Fabled Mitchell, blah 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 blah. Naturia Sunflower. Yeah, effective start. Okay. We've got 2 packs left. Please. Come on. Something. Nope. Okay. General Grenard of the Ice Barrier. Argenix Ultimum. Fabled Argenix Oracle. Naturia Dragonfly. Oh my god, we're pulling everything except Dragunities. Come on, last pack. It is a Synchro, and it is a Dirac Synchro. Dirac Velfido. We can't use you, unfortunately. Fabled Ultaro. Jive Justice Quarantine. Dirac Spinos. Argenix Crusher. Yeah. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. All those hidden arsenal packs, and all we have to show for are really the only card that I would consider is this into the side deck as a double DD Crow for light. So if I'm going up against any archetypes that use light monsters, Dragunity Trivius is not the Dragunity we were looking for, which is unfortunate. But that being said, welcome edition, and we do have 2 additions to the extra deck. We actually have our first Synchro monster, which is a very good Synchro monster, and we can definitely make Hope Harbinger. So for now, we will definitely add these 2 to the extra deck. This will go into the side, and then we will see what we can do with the Crusadias and what we've pulled. Okay, did we add any Dragunity cards? But we did get some extra deck buffs, so I mean, we don't even have a full extra deck yet, but we're getting there, and the side deck is looking a little bit better. We're baby steps. We're taking baby steps to our final goal, but every step counts, and having stuff like Hope Harbinger and Trishula is a very important addition. Now, all we have to do is we'll tweak the deck a bit, show that off, and then we will go ahead and hop on to EDOpro and take on some patrons. Alright, so for the deck itself, the Dragunity lineup pretty much has remained consistent throughout with our tuners and main deck monsters. The rocket engine we did tweak slightly. If you notice, we added Exploder Rocket because it is a level 7. And we will be able to make use of that. And then also with our Crusadia and our Defrag Dragon, just having more ways to be able to link, climb, and extend. In terms of the spells, we boosted up a Dragon Mastery, and we made a few tweaks, also cutting out some of the draw power that we had in previously. And then in the extra deck, we added all of those glorious pulls. We can actually make Gaia the Thunder Charging Dragon because of his level 7 rank. And in terms of the side deck, we added in our 2 pulls from Hidden Arsenal with the Ally of Justice cards and having a strong trap lineup. But now we have to go into the matches. And also, I'd first like to also apologize. I forgot to change the win-lose score for the very beginning of this match. I do change it right after I end my turn, but this was just a leftover from stream. But anywho, we end on an impressive board of nothing because I forget that Rocket Tracer's effect locks me into Dark Dragon, so I can't summon out the Gaia XCs. So yeah, it's literally just a Link 2, which I eventually pop because he opens up with a Kaiju Slumber and he goes into his knockoff Morphtronics, his Appliancers. I have so much trouble dealing with Quentin's Appliancers, especially the Laundry Dragon, because this card is actually really good. Fortunately, I do have bottomless trap holes and everything to slowly get rid of his field, but unfortunately, I'm still looking down a Jisakiru, which is a very daunting task because that is a very large monster to get over. However, I am able to summon out 3 monsters in order to bring out Trishula, the Dragon of the Ice Barrier, which can easily deal with his monster, and it gets met with an infinite impermanence. So that power summon from the extra deck also gets Kaiju'd, so things are looking kind of bleak, and I just scoop up. On to game 2. We side in our Mirror Force Brigade and all these kind of stuff just to help keep my board alive somehow. Because Morphtronics can easily, and I mean easily, swarm the field, and with stuff like Parallel Exceed, he's able to go into Access Code Talker, but fortunately, I can bottomless trap hole that Access Code Talker. And having 2 Mirror Forces in my back row, it's just a matter of time before I can build up enough monsters and hopefully pull off something.
it just feels so interesting having to rely on Mirror Force and the rockets to get me to some kind of game strategy. But he goes ahead and he brings out Mecha Squidward, and then at this point, I get worried once I see the Appliance or Launch Dragon. However, he's not protected from a Mirror Force, so that clears out his board, and he passes it over to me. And with 3 monsters on the field, I get in some damage, and then afterwards, I move into main phase 2 afterwards, and I go into a Link Summon, which I can bring out Triple Burst Dragon, and then I can special out the Garuda, and I can end on a Zeroboros. This is unfortunately met with an Imprim, but that doesn't really matter. All that means is that the zones he points to are now live without having the banishing effect. And Launcher Dragon attempts to deal with the Zeroboros. However, I do have the other Mirror Force, which is able to clear the board, and I take the win for this game. Moving on to the next game, I continue with the same strategy that I was. I have all my Mirror Force and back row sided in, and I'm actually able to end on a Borlo Dragon, which I'm quite happy of until obviously it gets Kaiju Slumbered. And yeah, we're off to the races. He's able to get out a Laundry Dragon and hopefully go in for some big damage. Unfortunately, I deal with the Mirror Force, but he's just able to swarm the next turn, and with just nothing but an Ankylos to get me into 2 monsters, yeah, it's over. So, for game 2, or I should say match 2, we are going up our patron Lionson, who's our newest member, and he opens up with a Desires and just sets 2 back rows. So I go ahead and do the equivalent of what is the Wombo combos for the Dragunity structure deck in 2011, which ends me on a Mistleton and a Leviathan. It's not bad. I mean, it's got a lot of damage on board. However, I get met with a Battle Fader, and then he's able to clear out my board with a Lava Golem. And at this point, I have no idea what I'm going up against. Honestly, I think, is it potentially a stall deck? So I go in for some damage. I get met up with another Battle Fader, and then he opens up with the Sentence of Doom. And yes, we are playing against Destiny board. So this ends up being a very grindy match of me trying to get in damage, and I am actually able to climb into my Topologic Zeroboros, and using his effect, I'm actually able to banish the entire field and win out that game. Game 2, I go ahead and side in as much of my removal as possible, which is like my Stamping Destruction and everything, but I just scoop up because I'm stalled to death. Game 3, though, it's actually more of the same. It's literally just me trying to poke into victory, so I just ending on a Rocket Tracer, and that just gets met with a Lightning Storm. Yeah, there's no point. I just pop my back row so that I can get some board presence out onto the field, so I grab a Silver Rocket, but playing against Destiny board, yeah, it's literally stalled to spell the word death. And the field spell can be extremely, literally at this point, the field spell, it becomes a matter of against the field spell, and how lucky am I with the heads or tails draw. And eventually, I just end up tribute summoning my Leviathan and getting out my Garuda, the Wind Spirit, and just try to swing in, because I know he has no more Battle Fader since I burned them out, and eventually I grind out a win. Now, for the third match, we are going up against our patron Yaro Eevee. And after ending on an incredible board of 2 monsters and passing, he searches out his Sky Iris, and we are going up against Odd Eyes. Needless to say, having just 2 monsters that don't really do anything on the field except for floating into another monster against a board that can easily spam out a bunch of high-level, high-attack monsters, yeah, I'm actually able to resolve a Legionnaire effect, which probably has not been done in a century. And even though I am able to get into a Triple Burst Dragon, it doesn't matter. He's able to get enough damage and clear out my board so easily that he takes game 1. Game 2, I side in my Mirror Forces, hoping to cheese out a win. And yeah, it's literally just Rocket Tracer 2 back row pass, but Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon has other ideas. I'm able to get out an Exploder Rocket booty of 2k and protect myself a bit with the Mirror Force. However, he has multiples, and he's able to get out a Clear Wing Synchro Dragon and get all the Performapal and Odd Eyes monsters out on the field, where it's pretty much hopeless for me at this point. So yeah, I accept defeat. But all in all, not bad. We actually won a match. So our record for today was 1 win, 2 losses, overall putting us at 1-4 with a decent amount of wins.
And that is going to do it for this week's episode of Sealed Only Dragunity. Some incremental changes were made, and we saw some mild improvements, and we won a match in a very interesting manner, I might add, but we won a match. So we did meet last week's goal. Now, it's on to the next episode where we definitely want to improve our deck in some other areas and get more consistency and actually get some more cohesive strategy going on besides normal summon luck. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next episode of Sealed Only Dragunity. I'm out of here.